Hey folks, today is June the 19th. It's currently 9:17 in the morning. We're going to look at doing our Promax Gold EA week number 9 update review. And if you can see here, last week we did 2.73%. So we had a very good week last week. And the week before that, I believe, is where I screwed up the account, where I ended up having to restart it. And when it restarted, the EA started randomly closing out trades. So that was unfortunate, but it did happen. And of course, over this past weekend here, my PC restarted to do an update and the same thing happened. So this is still on the SIM account. Once I get my funds in order, I do plan on opening up the live account with around 2,000 so that I can put that into the VPS. But for right now, we're just going to continue to follow this along. And as the PC restarts, we'll just kind of try to look over the losses that it takes, you know what I mean, as a result of those the restarts and stuff like that. But like I said, this won't be an issue once I get everything set up for the live account. And I did also make the vendor aware of the issue where it's not, linking back up properly. It's just closing out trades. So that's definitely one good thing. I'll show you guys that momentarily. So hopefully in this new update that's coming with Promax Gold EA, they will address that, so that way, hopefully in the future, it will not happen, because accidents do happen. So hopefully they're able to solve that issue, and I will probably test that just to see when they do release the new update. And like I said, we'll go into the settings, not the settings, but we'll go into the Telegram group here momentarily so that we can see all the updates that are coming out for the Promax Gold EA. But if we come in here right now, you can see it's showing that it's down. And like I said, these big losses are from where I had to shut the PC down. Or I didn't have to shut it down. The computer decided to do some updates over last weekend. And as a result of that, when it restarted, or when I brought the charts back up, this is what happened right here. So you can see here, June 14th. That's the day that I started it back up. So this is kind of when things went south on us again. So it does happen, and we'll take a look at those trades once we get into the actual chart itself. But for right now, we can jump over to the Telegram channel. Let's go ahead and start out by taking a look at some of the updates and news that they've put out about Promax. All right, dear Promax clients, on your MT4 chart, smiley face. All right, this is only for those who don't want to risk higher drawdown, and it's optional. Okay, so this is an option here to control the drawdown. Promax Gold EA reversed, close trades in profit after around 54% drawdown. If you have closed by 40%, don't worry and wait for update this week. With the new update, the loss will be recovered. In the next update, we will have 3 set files and trades will have fixed stop loss. All right, so that's definitely a good thing. And that's from Monday, the 14th here. Swing VIP, Promax Gold results. All right, what's this here? Red Fox. Promax Gold trades for the day. Promax new update with new set files is ready. Will be sent to your emails as free update on Sunday, the 20th of June. So that is awesome news here. So that means tomorrow on Sunday, if that does come in, I'll go ahead and swap things out, since this account is already, as you guys can see, just destroyed here. Well, it's not really destroyed. It's a $1,000 SIM account, and it's only at 978. And while we're here, let's go ahead and just take a look at these losses here, these larger losses. All right, so as you can see, the 14th is right here. And you can see we got an $11.44 loss, $15.44 loss, $6.26, $15.86. And if we come over here, we can see all these are from the 14th. So these trades did close out after the restart and after I pulled up the charts again. But you can see here, after that, we did have losses, but nothing of the size of those there. $2 loss, $4 loss, $2 loss, and then we had this nice $17.44 win that kind of offset this $13.64 loss. That was closed out at the same time. So this group right here closed out with a profit. So like I said, hopefully they can get that issue fixed. Overall, it's still not like some catastrophic loss on the account. We're only down $21.43, but for this to keep happening, this is definitely something, or a situation where you would need to have this set up on a VPS so that when your computer chooses to update, or if something happens, your power goes out, if you're not using a VPS, we definitely want to make sure that this doesn't happen, especially if you're using a live account. Just wanted to say that I bought the Promax Gold EA robot a few weeks ago, and it's already paid for itself and profited. It's an amazing robot, and just like you and your team of programmers and traders are simply an amazing group of people. All right. For Promax open trades, we suggest to close manually by the end of the trading hours. It's risky to hold over the weekend. So I'm not sure. Like I said, all of mine have closed out, as you guys can see here, and that's mainly because my account has been, like I said, running pretty different here, just based on the fact that we started out with those heavy losses this week. So let me know in the comments section if you had trades that were still open on Friday that you had to close out, and if they were in profit, or if they were you had to close those out in a loss, or if you just left them open. Let me know that below. All right, so it looks like that is all of that. Let's go ahead and check the vendors' results for the week. That's kind of what I'm really interested in seeing. I haven't checked it yet, but I want to see exactly how the vendors' live accounts have done so that we can kind of get a comparison. All right, let's see here. It looks like this is the $1,000 account, and actually it looks like the vendors' account took a hit this week as well. This is the $1,000 account. All right, let's take a look and see what day these trades closed. So let's come in here to history, and there should be some larger size losses. Where's close date? So the 14th is when my those tough losses we took closed out. All right, and as we can see here, and they opened the 11th. Okay, so it looks like the vendor also had several trades close out on the 14th. And losses here. So that is interesting. I do know that, like I said, I did have that update that went through and it restarted my PC. And I know that it started closing out trades after I pulled the chart back up, or when the market opened back up. So I'm not sure. Maybe it was the actual robot that was closing those trades out. Now that I see this here, the vendor took these hits. Let's check their 100K account. All right, so the 100K account did 3.64% for the week here. And a little bit of a different story. So they did still take some losses on 6/14, as we can see here. But I'm pretty sure all of my losses opened on the 11th. If we take a look here, we can come back and we can check. Where is it at here? The 14th. And these trades all opened on the 11th. Yep. Then a few losses, like I said here, but the main losses we took this week are the trades that opened up on the 11th. So it looks like we got 3 trades right here. Okay, so at this point, I'm kind of not sure whether or not it was just the EA closing out these trades, because that was just a part of its algorithm, what it was going to do anyway. As we can kind of see that the vendor's EA also took several trades, or closed out several trades from the 11th, and they closed them on the 14th. And here's another one here, 11th, 14th, 11th, 14th. There are a couple of them. Okay. So yeah, we'll just have to keep waiting and keep an eye out on these updates as they come out. But definitely in the comments section, let me know how you guys did this week with Promax Gold EA, because even with the vendor, his 100K account made a very nice profit this week, 3.64%, whereas his $1,000 account lost 10.74%. So definitely in the comments, let me know how you did this week, and I'll try and show that in next week's video as well. And also next week, hopefully we will have the update, and I will definitely look at testing out the issue as far as when we or when the PC closes, or if you close the MT4 and then it has to be restarted. Hopefully it will continue to manage things instead of just shutting things down. And actually, let me pull that up so you guys can see what I asked the vendor. Give me 1 second. All right, so as you can see here, hey, quick question. With Promax, if the MT4 is shut off and I turn it back on, I've noticed that Promax begins to close out all the trades that are currently open. Will the update fix this? I know with other EAs, if my computer restarts, the EA is able to pick up where it left off. Plan to place Promax in my VPS, but figured I'd ask about this. Thanks. Will inform my developer. So hopefully with this latest update that's coming out, that issue will be resolved. All right, folks, I'll see you guys next week on the 26th for our, I believe next is going to be our week number 10 update. Even though at this point things are kind of all over the place just with how this particular test has turned out. But it will be restarted, as I've said before, once I get this $2,000 live account set up and running. All right, folks, have a great weekend. And if you want to test Promax out for yourself, make sure you guys use the link below to help support the channel. Take care, folks, and I'll see you on the next one.